in the pursuit of greatness, in the chase to rise above mediocrity and leave a mark that echoes long after you're gone, there are lessons you must embrace with every fiber of your being. These are not just lessons of talent or privilege, but lessons carved from the harsh grind of discipline, pain, endurance, and the sheer refusal to accept anything less than victory. To be unstoppable is not a gift. It is not bestowed on the chosen few. It is forged in fire, shaped by persistence, and fueled by an inner conviction that screams louder than doubt and fear combined. The journey to outperform everyone else begins in the mind. It begins with a decision, not a wish, not a vague hope, but a decision so firm, so unwavering, that even when storms rise and the world doubts you, your resolve stays unshaken. You must train your mind to operate beyond comfort. Comfort is the enemy of progress. The moment you start seeking ease, you start slowing down. The people who win, the ones who become legends, they don't ask for things to be easier. They ask to be stronger. They condition their minds to face hardship with grit, and their hearts to endure failure without flinching. You cannot be unstoppable until you commit to the process when no one is watching. It's what you do in solitude, in silence, in secrecy that defines your edge. While others sleep, you must rise. While others party, you must study. While others wait for opportunity, you must create it. You must become a storm of relentless energy, waking each day with a fire that consumes laziness, distraction, and self-doubt. You have to be obsessed with your vision, not interested, not curious, obsessed. When you become obsessed with becoming better, nothing can stop you. Not failure, not rejection, not even time. People will misunderstand you. They will call you crazy. They will say you take things too seriously. Let them talk. Legends are never understood in their time. Let their noise be fuel. Let every doubt be gasoline to your fire. When you walk into a room, your aura should announce your hunger before you speak a word. There's a presence that comes from living a life of total commitment, and that presence intimidates those who live at 50%. To outperform everyone else, you must be willing to go where others stop. Everyone wants to be successful until they realize how much it costs. The cost is high. It demands your time, your energy, your comfort, your ego. You must sacrifice friendships that hold you back. You must reject shortcuts. You must walk through rejection like it's part of your routine, because it is. Rejection is the universe testing your commitment, and if you pass the test enough times, it eventually opens doors others only dream about. You have to understand that the game is not fair. It never has been. Life does not reward those who merely show up. It rewards those who dominate, who demand more of themselves, who get up after every punch and come back stronger. You don't need to wait for permission. You don't need approval. You need courage. You need to look yourself in the mirror every morning and say, I am not done yet. I have more to give. I have more to build. I have more to prove. One of the most powerful lessons you will ever learn is that the only competition that matters is with the person you were yesterday. When you become so focused on your growth, your progress, your improvement, you naturally begin to outrun others. You win not because you chase them, but because you chase your own potential so fiercely that no one can keep up. You become unstoppable when you stop measuring yourself by others and start demanding more from yourself than anyone else ever could. Your habits will define your future. What you do consistently, you become permanently. Success is not about intense bursts of effort. It's about discipline. It's about showing up when you're tired. It's about putting in reps when motivation is gone. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is found in those moments when you choose discipline over comfort, effort over excuses, hunger over apathy. The gym, the books, the grind, none of it pays off overnight. But one day, when your consistency compounds, when your sacrifices bloom into success, you will stand at the top and know it was all worth it. You must protect your time with your life. Time is your most valuable asset, and the world is constantly trying to steal it. Social media, gossip, drama, laziness, distractions. They are thieves dressed in entertainment. Cut them off. Eliminate them. Guard your hours like a warrior guards the gate. Every second wasted is a second that could have moved you closer to your dream. You do not have time to waste. You have work to do. You have lives to impact. You have a legacy to build. Fear will come. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of judgment. It will come, but you must train yourself to act despite fear. Fear is a liar. Fear is a fog that disappears when you walk through it. Most people run from fear, but those who outperform everyone else use fear as fuel. They feel the fear, and they move anyway. They use it to sharpen their edge. They stare into the uncertainty and smile because they know growth is on the other side. Don't just show up, dominate. Every room you walk into, every opportunity you get, bring excellence. Be the person they can't ignore. Excellence is a habit. Excellence is an attitude. Excellence means doing your best even when no one will know. When you become excellent at what you do, the world takes notice. You don't have to shout. Your results will scream. Be so good they can't look away. Be so consistent that they have no choice but to respect your name. You must stop negotiating with your goals. Stop making deals with procrastination. Stop telling yourself you'll start tomorrow. Champions don't delay. They attack. You need to build a mindset that treats every day like a battlefield. Wake up with purpose. Move with intention. End your day knowing you gave everything. That's how you separate yourself. That's how you outperform the ones who are still talking while you're building. There will be pain. There will be setbacks. There will be moments when you want to quit. But you don't stop when you're tired. You stop when you're done. Pain is temporary, but regret lasts forever. Use pain as your teacher. Let it mold you. Let it refine you. Behind every scar is a lesson. Behind every breakdown is a breakthrough waiting to happen. Keep pushing. Keep climbing. Every step forward is one less step between you and greatness. Confidence is earned. It is not given. It comes from keeping promises to yourself. Every time you wake up early, every time you go the extra mile, every time you fight through the temptation to quit, you earn self-respect, and self-respect becomes self-belief. When you believe in yourself, not because of empty affirmations, but because you know how hard you've worked, nothing can shake you. You become unshakable. You become a force. Learn to embrace failure. Failure is not your enemy, it is your coach. It is your mirror. It shows you what needs to change. It forces you to evolve. Stop avoiding failure. Start learning from it. The people who are afraid to fail never try hard enough to win. They stay small, they stay safe, but if you want to be unstoppable, you must fail often. You must fail fast, and most importantly, you must rise each time with more hunger than before. Your circle matters. Surround yourself with winners. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, who call you out, who raise your standard. If you're the smartest or most driven in the room, you're in the wrong room. Find those who make you uncomfortable with their discipline. Find those who are 2 steps ahead and learn from them. Your environment shapes your expectations, and when your expectations rise, so does your performance. There is no finish line. Success is not a destination. It is a way of life. It is a commitment to never settle, to always evolve. Every goal you hit is a new starting line. Every victory is a call to level up. Complacency is the silent killer of potential. The moment you think you've made it, you start to slide. Stay hungry, stay humble, celebrate, but never get comfortable. The fire must keep burning. Speak power over your life. Your words shape your reality. Speak like a champion. Declare your vision. Speak strength over your struggle. Speak progress over perfection. The way you talk to yourself matters. You are listening. And if your inner dialogue is filled with doubt and fear, that becomes your truth. Change your narrative. Speak with authority. Remind yourself every day you are not average. You are built for more. Take extreme ownership. No one is coming to save you. No one is responsible for your life but you. Stop blaming. Stop complaining. Stop waiting. Everything in your life is either created by you or allowed by you. Own it. When you take full responsibility, you unlock full power. You become the author of your story. And from that place of ownership, you can change anything. Give more than you take. The truly unstoppable don't just chase success. They lift others as they rise. Be generous with your knowledge. Be humble with your wins. Serve those around you. When you become a person of value, doors open. When you lead with heart, people follow. This journey is not just about outworking everyone else. It's about becoming someone worthy of being remembered. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be relentless. Show up every day with grit, with focus, with an unshakable belief that no matter what happens, you will rise, you will grow, you will win. The world makes room for those who refuse to back down. You were not born to be average. You were born to be a force. Decide now. Commit now. Lock in. And don't stop until your name becomes a legacy. The path you walk to become unstoppable is one that few will understand because it demands that you operate at a level most are unwilling to touch. This isn't about arrogance. It's about accepting that you have been called to do something exceptional, and that exceptional demands exceptional effort. When others hit a wall, they stop, but you turn the wall into a door. You break through because you've trained your mind to see limits as illusions and obstacles as opportunities. Every day is a chance to prove your greatness to yourself, not to the world, not yet, first to yourself. That you are disciplined enough to get up when the alarm goes off, even when you don't feel like it. That you are focused enough to say no to distractions that lead nowhere. That you are tough enough to take the hits, get knocked down, and rise even more determined. You are teaching yourself that you can be trusted. And when you trust yourself, you become dangerous in the best way possible. Let your actions speak louder than your ambition. Everyone says they want to win. Few are willing to suffer for it, but suffering is the secret. Growth lives on the edge of discomfort. Every rep you push through, every late night you endure, every sacrifice you make, it's adding weight to your foundation. And when others fold under pressure, you rise because your foundation is built on effort, not excuses. Be relentless in pursuit, but patient in results. Excellence takes time. Mastery demands repetition. There will be days when it feels like nothing is moving, days when your results don't match your effort, but those are the most important days. Those are the days champions are made. Anyone can grind when results are visible. But those who keep grinding when the world sees no progress, those are the ones who build unshakable momentum. Fall in love with the boring work. Fall in love with routine. Fall in love with the process that breaks most people. The ones who make it to the top aren't always the most talented, but they are the most consistent. They find purpose in the mundane. They know that greatness isn't glamorous. It's gritty. It's found in sweat, tears, and hours of lonely effort when no one is watching and applause is absent. But later, when the lights shine and the stage is yours, you'll know you earned every second of that spotlight. You must become emotionally resilient. People will betray you. Some will envy you. Some will try to drag you down because your drive reminds them of what they aren't doing. Stay grounded. Stay focused. Don't let their noise distract you. What they think of you is none of your business. Your business is your purpose. Your business is execution. You weren't put here to be liked. You were put here to lead, to elevate, to create impact. And impact always comes with resistance. Let failure be your fertilizer. It's messy. It's painful. But it grows something in you that comfort never could. Let every no sharpen your focus. Let every mistake humble you. Let every door slammed in your face strengthen your resolve to build your own door, your own path, your own legacy. You don't need to be invited to the table. You can build your own table with your own hands. Ignore the clock. Some will reach their success faster, some will take longer, but time is irrelevant if you never quit. You may be behind now, but if you keep showing up, keep getting better, keep burning with purpose, you will surpass them. Success is not about speed, it's about endurance. Anyone can sprint for a week, but can you run for a decade? Can you push forward when the finish line is nowhere in sight? That's the question. That's the separation. Develop an obsession with learning. The more you grow, the more valuable you become. Read what others aren't reading. Study what others ignore. Master your craft so deeply that your results speak before you even arrive. Knowledge is leverage, and those who never stop learning never stop evolving. If you want to outperform everyone else, make learning your secret weapon. Stay curious, stay hungry, stay humble enough to know you can always get better. Refuse to be average, not for a moment, not for a season. Reject mediocrity with everything in you. The world has enough people playing small, thinking small, living small. Don't shrink to fit the comfort of others. Rise even if it makes them uncomfortable. Your growth is not their approval. Your rise is not their permission. Walk boldly, speak boldly, dream boldly. You weren't made to blend in. You were born to stand out. Take massive, imperfect action. Stop waiting for perfect timing. Stop waiting until you feel ready. The people who win are the ones who start before they're ready, who build while bleeding, who move while terrified. Waiting has killed more dreams than failure ever could. Action builds momentum, action builds confidence, and the more you act, the more unstoppable you become. Every morning you wake up is a new contract with destiny, a new opportunity to rewrite your story. You may have failed yesterday, you may have fallen short last month, but today is undefeated, and if you own it, attack it, maximize it, you move one step closer to that life that only exists in your wildest dreams. Your wildest dreams are possible, but only if you're willing to do what the average will not. Build discipline like a fortress. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. Discipline is a choice you make regardless of how you feel. It's waking up and showing up even when every part of you says, stay in bed. It's doing the work with excellence, not because someone is watching, but because you refuse to deliver anything less. Discipline separates winners from wannabes. Talent can give you a head start, but discipline carries you across the finish line. Remember why you started. When the nights get long and the path gets lonely, return to your why. Your purpose must be bigger than your pain. Your vision must be stronger than your excuses. What did you promise yourself? What did you swear you'd never go back to? Let that fuel you. Let that keep your feet moving when your legs beg you to stop. Champions don't rely on convenience. They rely on conviction. Stop complaining. Complaints are the language of the powerless. You are not powerless. You have the power to change, the power to build, the power to grow. Every second you spend complaining is a second you could use to execute. Turn your frustration into fuel. Turn your anger into action. Be so busy working on your goals that you have no time to point fingers or make excuses. Believe in your capacity for transformation. You are not limited to who you were yesterday. You are not stuck. You are not broken. You are becoming. Every step forward, every tough choice, every act of courage. It's shaping you. You are not defined by your past. You are defined by your potential. And your potential is limitless if you have the courage to pursue it without apology. Make excellence your identity. Let it be who you are, not just what you do. Whether it's how you train, how you speak, how you treat others. Let every part of your life reflect your standards. When excellence becomes your norm, success becomes inevitable. The world cannot ignore consistent excellence. It will find you, it will reward you, but first you must become it. Your greatness is not in some distant future. It is in the next decision, the next workout, the next choice to rise instead of rest. Success is hidden in the small things, the things you think don't matter, but they do. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So do it all with intensity, with purpose, with fire. You have what it takes. Not because of where you come from or what you've been given, but because of who you choose to become. That power is in your hands right now. Don't wait another day. Don't waste another hour. Step into your greatness. Show the world what unstoppable really looks like. The path you walk to become unstoppable is one that few will understand because it demands that you operate at a level most are unwilling to touch. This isn't about arrogance. It's about accepting that you have been called to do something exceptional, and that exceptional demands exceptional effort. When others hit a wall, they stop, but you turn the wall into a door. You break through because you've trained your mind to see limits as illusions and obstacles as opportunities. Every day is a chance to prove your greatness to yourself, not to the world, not yet, first to yourself. That you are disciplined enough to get up when the alarm goes off, even when you don't feel like it. That you are focused enough to say no to distractions that lead nowhere. That you are tough enough to take the hits, get knocked down, and rise even more determined. You are teaching yourself that you can be trusted. And when you trust yourself, you become dangerous in the best way possible. Let your actions speak louder than your ambition. Everyone says they want to win. Few are willing to suffer for it, but suffering is the secret. Growth lives on the edge of discomfort. Every rep you push through, every late night you endure, every sacrifice you make, it's adding weight to your foundation. And when others fold under pressure, you rise because your foundation is built on effort, not excuses. Be relentless in pursuit, but patient in results. Excellence takes time. Mastery demands repetition. There will be days when it feels like nothing is moving, days when your results don't match your effort. But those are the most important days. Those are the days champions are made. Anyone can grind when results are visible. But those who keep grinding when the world sees no progress, those are the ones who build unshakable momentum. Fall in love with the boring work. Fall in love with routine. Fall in love with the process that breaks most people. The ones who make it to the top aren't always the most talented, but they are the most consistent. They find purpose in the mundane. They know that greatness isn't glamorous, it's gritty. It's found in sweat, tears, and hours of lonely effort when no one is watching and applause is absent. But later, when the lights shine and the stage is yours, you'll know you earned every second of that spotlight. You must become emotionally resilient. People will betray you. Some will envy you. Some will try to drag you down because your drive reminds them of what they aren't doing. Stay grounded. Stay focused. Don't let their noise distract you. What they think of you is none of your business. Your business is your purpose. Your business is execution. You weren't put here to be liked. You were put here to lead, to elevate, to create impact. And impact always comes with resistance. Let failure be your fertilizer. It's messy. It's painful. But it grows something in you that comfort never could. Let every no sharpen your focus. Let every mistake humble you. Let every door slammed in your face strengthen your resolve to build your own door, your own path, your own legacy. You don't need to be invited to the table. You can build your own table with your own hands. Ignore the clock. Some will reach their success faster. Some will take longer. But time is irrelevant if you never quit. You may be behind now, but if you keep showing up, keep getting better, keep burning with purpose, you will surpass them. Success is not about speed. It's about endurance. Anyone can sprint for a week. But can you run for a decade? Can you push forward when the finish line is nowhere in sight? That's the question. That's the separation. Develop an obsession with learning. The more you grow, the more valuable you become. Read what others aren't reading. Study what others ignore. Master your craft so deeply that your results speak before you even arrive. Knowledge is leverage, and those who never stop learning never stop evolving. If you want to outperform everyone else, make learning your secret weapon. Stay curious, stay hungry, stay humble enough to know you can always get better. Refuse to be average, not for a moment, not for a season. Reject mediocrity with everything in you. The world has enough people playing small, thinking small, living small. Don't shrink to fit the comfort of others. Rise even if it makes them uncomfortable. Your growth is not their approval. Your rise is not their permission. Walk boldly, speak boldly, dream boldly. You weren't made to blend in. You were born to stand out. Take massive, imperfect action. Stop waiting for perfect timing. Stop waiting until you feel ready. The people who win are the ones who start before they're ready, who build while bleeding, who move while terrified. Waiting has killed more dreams than failure ever could. Action builds momentum. Action builds confidence, and the more you act, the more unstoppable you become. Every morning you wake up is a new contract with destiny, a new opportunity to rewrite your story. You may have failed yesterday. You may have fallen short last month. But today is undefeated. And if you own it, attack it, maximize it, you move one step closer to that life that only exists in your wildest dreams. Your wildest dreams are possible, but only if you're willing to do what the average will not. Build discipline like a fortress. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. Discipline is a choice you make regardless of how you feel. It's waking up and showing up even when every part of you says, stay in bed. It's doing the work with excellence, not because someone is watching, but because you refuse to deliver anything less. Discipline separates winners from wannabes. Talent can give you a head start, but discipline carries you across the finish line. Remember why you started. When the nights get long and the path gets lonely, return to your why. Your purpose must be bigger than your pain. Your vision must be stronger than your excuses. What did you promise yourself? What did you swear you'd never go back to? Let that fuel you. Let that keep your feet moving when your legs beg you to stop. Champions don't rely on convenience. They rely on conviction. Stop complaining. Complaints are the language of the powerless. You are not powerless. You have the power to change, the power to build, the power to grow. Every second you spend complaining is a second you could use to execute. Turn your frustration into fuel. Turn your anger into action. Be so busy working on your goals that you have no time to point fingers or make excuses. Believe in your capacity for transformation. You are not limited to who you were yesterday. You are not stuck. You are not broken. You are becoming. Every step forward, every tough choice, every act of courage, it's shaping you. You are not defined by your past. You are defined by your potential, and your potential is limitless if you have the courage to pursue it without apology. Make excellence your identity. Let it be who you are, not just what you do. Whether it's how you train, how you speak, how you treat others, let every part of your life reflect your standards. When excellence becomes your norm, success becomes inevitable. The world cannot ignore consistent excellence. It will find you, it will reward you, but first you must become it. Your greatness is not in some distant future. It is in the next decision, the next workout, the next choice to rise instead of rest. Success is hidden in the small things, the things you think don't matter, but they do. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So do it all with intensity, with purpose, with fire. You have what it takes. Not because of where you come from or what you've been given, but because of who you choose to become. That power is in your hands right now. Don't wait another day. Don't waste another hour. Step into your greatness. Show the world what unstoppable really looks like. And when the road gets hard, and it will, remember that hardship is not a signal to stop. It's a signal that you're on the right path. Easy roads don't lead to extraordinary destinations. The resistance you face, the setbacks you endure, the moments when you feel like you're breaking apart, these are not signs of weakness. They are the weight that builds your strength. Growth is born in struggle. Every challenge you conquer becomes another layer of armor. Every disappointment becomes another lesson that separates you from the masses who chose comfort over courage. The difference between those who merely dream and those who achieve is not found in circumstances. It's found in persistence. It's found in the willingness to wake up every single day and show up, not just when it's exciting, but when it's hard, when it's boring, when it feels like you're stuck. The world doesn't owe you success. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to the people who believe in you. You owe it to the vision that was planted in your heart. And the only way to repay that debt is through action. You will be tempted to compare your journey to others. Don't. Comparison is the thief of joy, and it blinds you to your own progress. Everyone has their own path, their own timeline, their own race. Focus on your lane, trust your process, celebrate your progress. When you water your own grass, it always turns greener. And when your focus is internal, your growth becomes exponential. You stop playing small, and you begin to stretch into your full capacity. You weren't born to follow. You were born to lead. But leadership isn't about titles or status. It's about responsibility. It's about rising above the noise and setting a standard. It's about choosing integrity when shortcuts are easier. It's about being the person others can depend on because your actions align with your values. When you live with integrity, your influence becomes magnetic. People trust you, opportunities find you, and your name begins to carry weight beyond your presence. You must become a student of pain. Study it. Embrace it. Let it teach you. Pain is not here to break you. It's here to teach you how much you're capable of. It shows you where you need to grow. It reveals your weaknesses so you can strengthen them. The ones who run from pain stay soft. The ones who lean into it build resilience, and resilience is what carries you through storms others drown in. Every day you are writing your legacy. What story will your life tell? Will it be one of excuses and regrets, or one of effort and endurance? Will people remember your fear or your fearlessness, your delays or your discipline? You don't get to relive this life. This is your one shot. And that fact alone should light a fire in your soul, a fire to rise higher, reach further, and become someone whose story becomes a source of inspiration for generations to come. Your legacy will not be built by what you intend to do. It will be built by what you do when no one is applauding. When the excitement is gone and the results are slow, will you still give your all? That's the test. That's the moment that separates the unstoppable from the forgettable. Be the one who keeps going. Be the one who doesn't need the spotlight to shine. Be the one who becomes legendary through consistency and character, not hype or validation. Energy is everything. Protect yours. Generate it, fuel it with good food, deep sleep, positive thinking, and powerful habits. If your energy is low, your performance will be low. Take care of your body like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. A strong mind lives in a strong body. The unstoppable know that health is not optional. It's foundational. Your physical strength feeds your mental toughness, and both are required to rise above average. And while you're grinding, don't forget gratitude. Gratitude doesn't mean settling. It means honoring how far you've come. It gives you the clarity to see what's working and the mindset to endure what's not. Gratitude turns what you have into enough and transforms pressure into privilege. The most unstoppable people are grounded in both fire and gratitude. They want more, but they appreciate all. They aim high, but stay humble. And that duality gives them unstoppable balance. You don't have to feel like it to do it. That's one of the greatest secrets to success. The feelings will come later. The inspiration will come after you move. Action first, emotion second. If you wait to feel motivated, you will wait forever. But if you act, you spark a chain reaction. Motion creates emotion. Discipline drives desire, and the more you act, the more you become a person of unstoppable habits, instead of a prisoner of temporary moods. And don't be afraid to reinvent yourself. You are not bound by your past. The greatest advantage you have is your ability to change, adapt, evolve. The version of you that got you here may not be the version that will take you there. Be willing to shed the old skin. Be willing to let go of what no longer serves your next level. Growth means leaving parts of yourself behind. It means mourning comfort zones and embracing the unfamiliar. But every version you become brings you closer to your highest self. You are capable of creating a life that others will study, admire, and strive to replicate. But it starts with belief, not blind belief, but earned belief. The kind of belief that comes from stacking wins, overcoming trials, and doing hard things consistently. You are not born confident. You build confidence brick by brick, promise by promise, and with every kept promise to yourself, your foundation becomes unshakable. Your story is not over. In fact, it's just getting started. The pages ahead are blank, and you hold the pen. No one else can write it for you. No one else can live your purpose. That responsibility and privilege is yours alone. You've come this far, you've endured so much, you've risen again and again. Don't stop now, don't even slow down. This is your time, your moment, your destiny, so dig deep, push forward, raise your standards. Move with purpose, lead with heart, and never ever stop growing, because you're not just chasing success, you're becoming it. You are becoming the kind of person who sets the bar so high that others must rise just to meet you. That's the real lesson. That's what it means to be unstoppable. That's what it takes to outperform everyone else, not once, but for a lifetime. The pursuit of greatness does not end, it evolves. The moment you achieve one goal, another, higher one must take its place. This is not greed, it is growth. You are not here to plateau. You are not here to reach a peak and rest. You are here to expand, to stretch, to continuously unlock more of the potential buried inside you. The truth is, most people never come close to discovering what they're capable of because they stop when it gets hard, but you are not most people. You are built to go beyond. Understand that the journey will demand solitude at times. You will have seasons where no one claps, no one checks in, no one sees the effort. In those seasons, your character is revealed. In those moments, you either cave or you rise, and if you choose to rise, silently, consistently, without recognition, you become dangerous. Because the world's most powerful force is a focused, disciplined individual who no longer needs validation to move forward. Don't waste your energy trying to prove others wrong. Use that energy to prove yourself right. Your dreams are yours for a reason. Not everyone will understand them. Not everyone is supposed to. But your job is not to convince anyone. Your job is to execute so relentlessly, so precisely, and so passionately that the results speak a language louder than words ever could. Let your success become the evidence. Let your results silence the doubt. Develop a ruthless commitment to progress, not perfection. Progress. Every day, just be better than the day before. Stack the wins, no matter how small. A cold shower, a healthy meal, an extra set in the gym, one more page read, one more rep done. These moments seem insignificant, but they build you. They form a mental blueprint that screams, I don't quit, I don't stall, I don't wait, I move. When you become addicted to growth, you outpace everyone trying to be perfect. Silence is a superpower. Stop announcing every move. Stop explaining every plan. Master the art of moving in silence, and let success be your noise. Let your focus become so fierce that you no longer need to declare your ambitions. You embody them. People will notice, not because you told them, but because your energy, your posture, your consistency screams, I'm on a mission. Protect your vision with intensity. Most people lose their fire not because they don't want it, but because they expose it to too many opinions. Keep your vision sacred. Share it only with those who are qualified to nurture it, not with those who will project their fears onto it. A fragile dream needs protection until it's strong enough to stand on its own, and one day it will. Fall in love with failure, not because it feels good, but because it refines you. Failure is the forge where champions are made. It burns away the weakness, the doubt, the ego. Every time you fail and rise again, you become someone who is harder to defeat. Let others fear failure. You embrace it. Chase goals so big they carry a real risk of failure. Because if your dreams don't scare you, they aren't big enough. Outperforming everyone else is not about comparison. It's about surpassing the previous version of you again and again until the gap between who you were and who you are becomes unrecognizable. The greatest competition is not out there, it's in the mirror. Every time you break your own limits, you raise the standard. And if you do this enough times, you'll find yourself operating in a realm most never reach, a realm reserved for the relentless. Time is your most valuable asset. Use it like a weapon. Odd, it's your hours. Eliminate what doesn't serve your mission. Be ruthless with distractions. Every wasted moment is a deposit in the account of regret. You don't get time back. You can make more money, build more connections, learn more skills. But you can't earn more time. Spend it wisely. Spend it building. Spend it becoming. Your circle matters. Surround yourself with savages. People who are chasing greatness. People who push you to level up, not pull you down. If you're the smartest, strongest, or most disciplined in your group, you're in the wrong room. Get around people who challenge your comfort. Iron sharpens iron, and if you're serious about outperforming everyone else, you need to be around others who are sharpening their blades daily. Respect the grind, but also respect the recovery. Rest is not weakness. It is strategic. Burn out doesn't make you tough. It makes you ineffective. The goal is not to work until you collapse. The goal is to work with such precision and purpose that your body and mind can regenerate and reload. Learn to listen to your limits and recharge without guilt. Even machines break if they run non-stop. You're not a machine. You're something better. You're a human weapon, forged with rest and war in balance. Train your mind to stay calm in chaos. Pressure will come. Deadlines, critics, obstacles. They're all part of the territory, but those who win aren't the ones who panic. They're the ones who stay composed, focused, and lethal in the storm. The more chaos you can handle without flinching, the more powerful you become. Don't just build muscle, build poise, because the battle is often won in your mind before it's ever won in reality. Refuse to be satisfied. Celebrate, yes, but don't settle. Winning once is great. Winning consistently, that's greatness, that's legacy, and legacy is built by those who remain hungry long after they've eaten. Remember, the cost of success is repetition. The price of greatness is sustained discipline. Keep going, keep rising, keep pressing into that next level even when it's easier to coast. Your destiny doesn't live in comfort, it lives in the climb. Your journey will inspire others, whether you intend it to or not. There is someone watching you now, silently, drawing strength from your persistence. You may never meet them, you may never hear their name. But your example matters, your fight matters. You showing up every day sends a message to the world. It's possible. That alone is worth the fight. That alone is a legacy worth building, so don't hold back. Don't apologize for being driven. Don't dim your light for others to feel comfortable. Shine unapologetically, move unrelentingly, dream unimaginably, and act with urgency, because time is short, but your potential is infinite. You are not here to merely survive this life, you are here to dominate it. You are here to leave behind proof that impossible is just a word, that with discipline, belief, sacrifice, and obsession, you can rise above mediocrity and stand in a league of your own. That's the ultimate lesson. To be unstoppable is not to never fall, but to rise faster, fight harder, and burn brighter every single time. Being unstoppable doesn't mean you never feel fear. It means you never let fear dictate your direction. Fear will show up. It will whisper lies. It will plant seeds of doubt. It will tell you that you're not enough, that you've gone far enough, that maybe it's time to slow down. But fear is not truth. Fear is the echo of your limits trying to keep you small. Look it in the eye and move anyway. The moment you stop waiting for fear to disappear and start taking action in spite of it, you step into real power. The unstoppable don't avoid fear. They confront it, dominate it, and transform it into fuel. There is a price for everything worth having, and that price is often paid in solitude, in sacrifice, in sweat, in unrelenting effort when nobody is watching. That's why so few ever taste greatness, because the work is invisible for so long. But you must love the shadows. You must fall in love with obscurity, with the grind behind closed doors, with the moments where you build in silence. Because when you do that long enough, the results become so loud they cannot be ignored. You don't need to be born with natural talent. That's a myth. What you need is hunger. Hunger that makes quitting not an option. Hunger that wakes you up early, keeps you late, and turns discomfort into obsession. The truth is, hunger eats talent alive. The world is full of talented people who never did anything with it. But those with hunger, they rise, they keep going. They outperform because their desire is greater than their excuses. If you stay hungry, you stay dangerous. There will be moments when everything feels like it's falling apart. Good, that's when breakthroughs happen. Pressure reveals potential. Rock bottom isn't the end, it's the beginning. Because from that place you get clarity. You see who you are, who's really with you, and what really matters. If you can survive your lowest moment, there's nothing that can stop you. Use the pain, use the anger, use the desperation. Let it push you forward instead of pulling you down. Your story will be shaped by how you respond when it hurts. You must be willing to endure boredom. Yes, boredom, the repetition. The routine, the grind that doesn't feel glamorous. Greatness lives in doing the simple things better than anyone else, over and over and over again. While others are looking for hacks and shortcuts, the unstoppable are mastering the basics. They are refining the fundamentals until they're razor sharp. Success isn't found in excitement, it's found in execution. And those who can endure the boredom of excellence are the ones who rise to the top. Your reputation is built through consistency. It's not what you do once. It's what you do every time. Show up tired, show up stressed, show up when no one else does. That's how you build trust in yourself and from others. Be the person who can be counted on, who doesn't just talk but walks with conviction, who doesn't need motivation because discipline has taken its place. Your character is your currency. Build it wisely. The journey will try to harden you. Don't let it close your heart. Stay kind, stay generous, help others rise even as you climb. True strength is not about crushing others. It's about lifting them even as you outwork them. Those who last are those who build relationships with the same energy they build empires. Treat people right. Your legacy will be measured not just by your wins, but by how you made others feel while you were winning. Make peace with the fact that not everyone will support you. Some will doubt you, some will mock you, some will try to slow you down. Let them. You are not here for them. You are here for the vision inside of you. The one that keeps you awake. The one that no one else can see but you. Stop explaining your fire to people who are comfortable living in the cold. Stop seeking validation from those who gave up on their own dreams. You are not like them, and you were never meant to be. Obsession is not a weakness. It's a weapon. Channel it. Sharpen it. Direct it toward your purpose. When people tell you to slow down, relax, or take it easy, remember, they are speaking from their limits, not yours. You are allowed to want more. You are allowed to dream bigger. You are allowed to chase it with everything you have. The world needs examples of what is possible when someone refuses to dim their light. Be that example. The goal is not to just succeed, it's to transcend, to operate at a level that makes people question what's possible, to live in such alignment with your purpose that every step you take echoes in eternity. And that's not reserved for the lucky, it's reserved for the relentless, the ones who chose to rise when they could have quit, the ones who ran toward the storm while others fled, the ones who never asked for permission to be great. They just decided they would be. So ask yourself, are you ready to pay the price? Are you willing to trade comfort for greatness, distraction for discipline, temporary pleasure for permanent pride? Because if you are, then nothing can stop you. You'll move differently, think differently, live differently, and the world will respond accordingly, because greatness doesn't chase, it attracts, and the more you become, the more the right people, opportunities, and victories will be drawn to your path. Never forget, the greatest advantage you have is that no one else can be you. Your perspective, your pain, your passion. No, one else carries your exact combination. And when you own that, when you stop copying and start creating, you become a force the world has never seen before. That's what it means to outperform everyone else, not by being like them, but by becoming more of who you were always meant to be. Keep your eyes on the mission. Keep your feet moving forward. Keep your spirit unshaken. Because in the end, it's not about the applause. It's about the internal fire, the quiet victories, the silent battles won, the man or woman you become in the process. You weren't just born to fit in. You were born to break the mold. And if you keep going, if you rise every time you fall, if you train when you don't feel like it, if you speak power into your own soul, if you believe even when no one else does, then you will not just be unstoppable. And long after the crowd has moved on, long after the doubters have gone quiet, long after the distractions have faded and the noise has subsided, what will remain is you changed, stronger, forged in the fire of persistence. You will look back not just with pride in what you've achieved, but with awe at who you've become. Because the real victory isn't the trophy, the title, the recognition. The real victory is the transformation. You started as one version of yourself, and through your relentless pursuit, you evolved. You outgrew your doubts, you outlasted your fears, you outworked your former self, and now you stand where few ever do, not because it was easy, but because you never backed down. This life is not a rehearsal. It's your one shot, and the worst thing you could do is look back and realize you played it safe, that you dimmed your light to make others comfortable, that you compromised your dreams to avoid judgment, that you let fear steal years of your life. Don't let that happen. Choose courage. Choose effort. Choose to be misunderstood now so you can be respected forever. Greatness was never meant to be understood by the average. And you weren't born to be average. You were born to lead, to create, to leave a mark so bold it shakes generations. You were born to show others what's possible when a human being commits, fully, unconditionally, without apology. The world is starving for examples of what relentless ambition looks like. Be that example. Be the one they talk about when they say, "I didn't think it could be done," until they did it. There is a fire within you that cannot be extinguished. Even if life tried to bury it under pain, doubt, rejection, and hardship, it still burns. That flame is your responsibility. Feed it, fuel it, protect it from those who would try to smother it. Fan it until it becomes an inferno that lights the way not only for yourself, but for everyone watching you. Because when you become unstoppable, you give others permission to rise. Your discipline becomes a signal. Your consistency becomes a challenge. Your results become a mirror forcing others to ask themselves, "Why not me?" That is legacy, that is impact, and that is the reward that no paycheck, no trophy, no applause can ever match. So keep showing up no matter how you feel, keep pushing forward no matter the resistance, keep choosing growth even when it hurts. The path is narrow, and it's not meant for the faint of heart, but for those with fire in their soul, those with purpose in their steps, those with war in their heart and peace in their mind. It's a path to destiny. Never forget that behind every overnight success are years of invisible sacrifice. Hours of work when no one clapped, tears shed in silence, doubts silenced with discipline. You don't need the world to understand your grind, because one day they'll understand your greatness, and on that day you won't even need to say, "I told you so." Your results will speak so loudly, so powerfully, they won't be able to look away. The road is long, and that's what makes it worthy. The climb is steep, and that's what makes it sacred. Keep climbing. Keep believing. Keep breaking through. Every level you rise to requires a better version of you, and that evolution is the point. Don't just chase the prize. Become the person who deserves it. Outperform everyone by becoming someone no one can match. Not in skill, not in talent, but in resilience, discipline, and drive. This is your time, this is your life, and you have everything you need inside of you to create something extraordinary. Don't just exist, excel, don't just dream, dominate, don't just start, finish, be relentless, be focused, be unstoppable. And in the end, when it's all said and done, may they look at your story and whisper, there was no one like them. They were a force. They outperformed everyone, not because they were the best, but because they refused to quit. And as the dust settles and time moves forward, your legacy won't be measured simply by how far you went, but by how fiercely you ran when no one else dared. It will be seen in the lives you touched, in the people you inspired, in the standards you set that others now strive to match. Because being unstoppable isn't just about climbing your own mountain, it's about raising the whole landscape so others can climb higher too. The world remembers the bold. It celebrates the relentless. It bows to the ones who kept showing up, kept pushing forward, kept bleeding for something bigger than themselves. You may never get thanked by everyone you inspire. You may never know the full extent of your influence. But understand this, someone out there is changing their life just because you refuse to quit. Someone is chasing a dream because they saw you chase yours without apology. So keep your head up, even when it feels heavy. Keep your back straight, even under the weight of pressure. Let your eyes stay locked on the horizon, because the vision that burns in your mind was placed there for a reason. It's not a random dream, it's a calling. And callings don't go away. They only grow louder the longer you try to ignore them. You don't need more motivation. You need more action, because action breeds clarity. Action builds confidence, and action silences doubt. Stop waiting for the perfect plan or the perfect time. You don't need perfect. You need committed. You need to take that first step, then another, because the magic isn't in knowing everything. It's in trusting that you will figure it out as you go. Every sacrifice you've made, every hour you've spent, every night you've stayed up grinding instead of sleeping, it all matters, it all compounds, and one day, all that unseen effort will break through into the world like a tidal wave. And they will call you lucky. They will say you were gifted, but you'll know the truth. It wasn't luck. It was work. It was hunger. It was grit. It was getting up after every fall and never letting failure make you forget who you are. Let this be the reminder you carry forward every day. You don't need anyone's permission to be great. You don't need approval to pursue your vision. You don't need applause to validate your mission. You are enough. You are capable. You are powerful beyond measure. And if you choose to believe that, truly believe it, then there is no mountain you can't move, no dream you can't manifest, no level you can't reach. You were not built to fit in. You were built to rise above. You were not built to be average. You were built to be a standard, and the only thing standing between where you are and where you could be is the decision to go all in. To burn the boats, to bet on yourself so fully that failure is no longer a fear. It's just a step forward. This is your moment, not tomorrow, not when things feel easier, not when everything is lined up perfectly. Right now, this moment, the decision you make today, the one to keep pushing, to keep fighting, to keep believing, is the decision that will echo into every future version of you. Make it count, make it relentless. Make it undeniable, because in the end, when the story of your life is told, let it be one that commands respect. Let it be the kind that makes others whisper, "That's what it looks like to never quit. That's what it means to be unstoppable." And if you ever forget, if you ever doubt, if the road gets dark and the burden feels too heavy, remember this: you've already come too far to stop now. You've already become too strong to turn back. And you were never meant to be ordinary. Now go finish what you started. Outperform everyone and never ever stop. Because greatness isn't a destination you arrive at. It's a lifestyle you commit to. It's not something you win once. It's something you earn every single day through relentless effort, unshakable discipline, and unwavering focus. It's forged in the moments when nobody is watching, when the lights are off, and it's just you, your ambition, and the silence. That's where champions are made, not in the glory but in the grind. You must learn to become addicted to the process, fall in love with the routine, get excited about the work others run from, because that's where the gap is created. That's where separation happens. You can't outperform everyone by doing what everyone else is doing. You've got to do what they won't. You've got to run toward discomfort, toward difficulty, toward the very things they avoid. The more you endure, the more you evolve, and while others are chasing applause, you stay chasing progress. While they're seeking attention, you're seeking mastery. While they're waiting for motivation, you're moving with mission. This is how you create distance. By not being moved by the things that move them, you're not competing with anyone. You're competing with your own potential, and that's what makes you dangerous. People will try to pull you back when you rise too fast. They'll question your intensity. They'll misunderstand your focus. They'll call your discipline obsession, your drive arrogance, your commitment insanity. Let them talk. Their opinions are not your reality. They don't know the fire that fuels you. They don't know the pain that shaped you, and they'll never understand the vision that drives you, because it wasn't given to them. It was given to you. You are not here to live a watered-down version of yourself. You are not here to blend in. You are here to build something unforgettable, to stand tall with a life you've built through sweat, scars, and sacrifice. That's the price, but the reward, it's freedom. Freedom to live on your terms, to wake up every day knowing you gave it everything, to go to sleep each night with peace because you left no potential on the table. The ones who win, truly win, are not the most talented. They are the most committed. They're the ones who, when it gets hard, don't look for an exit. They dig in, they double down, they show up again and again until the door finally breaks open. They don't quit when it's inconvenient. They don't pause when it's painful. They keep going, because they know that pressure creates power and resistance creates resilience. So ask yourself, how bad do you want it? How far are you willing to go? What are you willing to sacrifice, because you can't have it all without giving it your all? You can't rise if you're anchored to old habits, old excuses, and old stories. Cut the dead weight, get clear, get focused, get aggressive with your goals. The world doesn't give you what you wish for. It gives you what you demand with your work ethic. And no, it won't be fair, it won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Every lonely night, every early morning, every ounce of doubt you silenced, every single rep you pushed through, it will all matter, because one day the same people who ignored you will ask how you did it. The ones who laughed will look to you for guidance, and you won't need revenge, you'll have results. Let that be your fuel, let that be your fire. Let your success scream so loud that the world can't deny it anymore. That's what happens when you go all in, when you burn the plan B, when you make unstoppable your identity, not just your intention. The real secret, it was never about outperforming everyone else. It was about outperforming every past version of you. And when you do that consistently, over time, there will be no competition, because nobody will have paid the price you paid to become who you are. So don't stop, don't slow down, don't second. Guess the greatness that lives inside you. Keep building, keep rising, keep showing the world what it looks like when a human being decides to be unstoppable, no matter what. And one day, when it's all said and done, when your name is mentioned in rooms you've never even walked into, when your results speak louder than your words ever could, you'll know exactly how you got there. You outworked, you outlasted, you outperformed, and you became unstoppable,